In this video, we will learn how to execute a C program in Ubuntu. Click on Start menu, click on Ubuntu app. So in order to compile a C program, you need GCC compiler. So check whether GCC compiler is installed or not, and the command is GCC space hyphen hyphen version. So command GCC not found, that means GCC is not installed. So now our work is to install GCC compiler. Prior to that, we must update the Ubuntu, and the command is sudo apt update. It is asking for the password. Give the password. It has started updating. It will take few minutes to complete. So it has updated the Ubuntu. So I am using clear command just to clear the screen. Next is to install GCC compiler. So type sudo space apt space install space build essential. Hyphen y. This will again take few minutes to complete. Actually, this command installs essential tools for compilation. For example, for C programming, it installs GCC compiler. For C++, it installs G++. Let's clear the screen. In order to check whether GCC and G++ are installed properly or not, just type the command gcc space hyphen hyphen version. This will list the details of GCC compiler, its version. Similarly, you can go for checking G++ compiler version as well. Once this is done, next we should have an editor where we will write the source file. So there are many default editors, however those are not that much user friendly. So gedit is an editor which is very much user friendly. Here we are going to install gedit. So in order to install, the command is sudo space apt install gedit space hyphen y. Again, this is going to take few minutes. Gedit installation is over. So I am just using clear command to clean the screen. Next, my work is to write a C program in gedit. We will create a .c file called demo.c inside a directory called C programs. So let's check what are the directory and files available inside our current directory. For that, we have a command called ls which will list all directories and files. So our current directory contains only one directory called dir1. Here I want to create another directory with name C programs. So the command will be mkdir space C programs. Press enter. Just check whether that one is created or not using ls command. Yes, C program is created. So now change the current directory to C program. Command for that is cd space C program. Press enter. So now your working directory is C program. So inside this C program directory, you want to create one .c file with name demo.c. So in order to open that, type gedit space demo.c. Press enter. So here we will write a C program. Let the program is to print hello world. Has include stdio.h void main printf hello world. Suppose I want that the command prompt should come in a new line. For that, I will be using /n. Save it and close it. Just type ls to check. Yes, demo.c is created. Next, our work is to compile the demo.c file. So in order to compile, type the command gcc space demo.c. There is no error, so compilation is done successfully. Now use the command ls, and now you can see a new file with name a.out. This a.out file contains the executable file of this demo.c file. So in order to run the executable file, use the command ./a.out. Press enter. Now hello world is displayed. In the program, we have used two /n's just to maintain this gap. Otherwise, this prompt will appear just after the hello world. Though we have an executable file with name a.out, but we are typing ./a.out for execution. This is because this dust slash means the current directory. So here you are informing that search this a.out file in my current directory. Let's create another source file with name demo1.c. So again you need to use gedit. So type gedit space demo1.c. In this program, we will display one message called "This is my second program." Has include stdio.h void main inside printf type "This is my second program." So in order to jump to the next line, use /n's. Save the program, exit from it. Let's compile the program. Type the command gcc space the .c file name demo1.c. Now check the current directory content by typing ls command. So here you have created demo1.c now. Earlier you have created demo.c, but here you can observe there is no other file after compiling demo1.c. Still you are having the same one a.out file. So if I will execute the same a.out once again, let's check what we will get. So you can use this up and down keys to get the previously typed commands. So now in order to execute the a.out file, we have to use /a.out. This is my second program. So these up and down keys are used to get the previously typed commands, and these keys are known as hotkeys. That means whenever we compile any C file, its executable file is in a.out. Then what about the executable file of demo.c? It is overwritten by the executable file of demo1.c. The a.out file will by default contain the recently compiled .c file. Suppose you want that every .c file will have a separate executable file. Then you can go for the command gcc space, the file name here it is demo.c space -o. This will redirect the executable file to a new file. Give a new name here. Let it be demo. Press enter. Now you check the content of the current directory. So here you got this demo. So this is the executable file for demo.c. Here you can observe that all executable files are in green color while .c files are in white color. Now let's recompile demo1.c -o space demo1. Press enter. Now check the content. You can observe here. Now demo1 executable file is created. Now suppose you want to execute demo executable file, then you have to write down demo. But prior to that, you must say that you search in the current directory. For that, the command is /. So you should type /demo. Press enter. Now you can see the output hello world, which is the output of demo.c. Similarly, suppose you want to execute demo1 executable file. In that case, type /demo1. Press enter. This is my second program. This is my second program is the output of this demo1.c source file. So here you need to mark that every time I am compiling, I am giving the executable file name same as that of the program name. You can give any name here, XYZ, anything, but in order to have a one-to-one mapping between the .c file and the executable file, I am sticking to give them equal names so that later on I can track the executable files. So you can use clear command to clear the screen and exit command to exit from the Ubuntu environment. Thank you.